officially over, the brackets are ready, and the drama of March Madness is about to begin. Hello everyone, I'm Greg Gumbel, and this is the NCAA Championship Basketball Selection Show, brought to you by State Farm, the #1 auto insurer. Joining me at the anchor desk, as always, my partner, Clark Kellogg. We're all set to show you the seeding and pairings, so get out your bracket sheet, get those pencils ready. Here are the basics. Of the 65 available tournament bids, 31 are automatically given to conference champions. The tournament committee hands out the remaining 34 bids on an at-large basis. The opening round game will take place on Tuesday night to narrow the field to 64 teams. But before we unveil the brackets for this season, here's a look at the final top 25 media poll of the season. There's one big change you'll notice in the ranking. There was a big move made in the poll. The Utah Utes jumped all the way from the number 19 spot to number 13.
They're peaking at just the right time, Greg. This is exactly the way you want to be playing going into the tournament.
The media rankings are what everyone's been following for the last 4 months. But in just a minute, the selection committee's opinion is going to be the only one that matters. And that puts a cap on the final top 25 poll of the year. Now let's take a look at the NCAA tournament bubble and see which teams are sitting at home with their fingers crossed, hoping to see their name in the brackets. There are a lot of worthy candidates among these 10 teams, Clark. Which of these bubble teams stands out to you right now?
Vanderbilt Commodore impressed me this year, but there were occasions when they seemed to lose focus for a game or two at a time. And those setbacks could be what keeps them out of the tournament.
You're right about that, and there are plenty of teams in the same boat with them. Providence Friar
could have sealed their invitation with a better regular season finish. But the fact is they play in a very tough conference, and that does weigh heavily in their favor.
I'm sure it's been a long week for those teams, but the wait's almost over. The NCAA Selection Committee has finished its meeting, and we're ready to unveil the top 4 seeds in this year's tournament. The Louisville Cardinals are the top overall seed, and they will play in the Charlotte Regional. They begin the tournament as the dominant team in college basketball. They've been ranked #1 in the media poll for the past 3 weeks. We'll soon find out if they can live up to their billing. On to the second #1 seed, who will play in the San Antonio Regional. The Texas Tech Red Raiders are seeking their first ever NCAA championship. The Washington Huskies are our third #1 seed, and they'll play in the Minneapolis Regional. They're back in the tournament again, and no doubt they'll be feeding off the experience of last year's appearance as they try to get to the Final Four this year. And finally, our fourth #1 seed will play in the Atlanta Regional. The West Virginia Mountaineers are in the tournament field as a #1 seed for the first time in the history of their program. Now, here's how the brackets shape up based on where the #1 seeds have been assigned.
How did Kansas beat West Virginia in the semis, and yet West Virginia got a 1 seed over them? How?
The winner of the Minneapolis Regional will play the winner of the Atlanta Regional. Those games will be played on Saturday, April the 2nd. Then they'll be on to the national championship game on Monday night, April the 4th. Anything shocking to you about those picks?
Well, when you see the selection committee deviate from the top 4 teams in the media poll, it's a little surprising.
First up, we take a look at the Charlotte Regional. The Louisville Cardinals are the top seed, finishing at 25-5. In the ACC, they will take on the winner of the opening round play-in game between the Central Michigan Chippewas with 15 wins and the Northern Colorado Bears from the Big Sky. And now the #8 seed, the Duquesne Dukes, come into the tournament 5th in their conference during the regular season and were winners of their conference tournament. They're going to play the #9 seed, the Fresno State Bulldogs, who were regular season champions in their conference, finishing at 19-10. The Duke Blue Devils enter the field as the #4 seed from the ACC. It's yet another appearance in the brackets for a school that's no stranger to the NCAA tournament. They'll be getting ready to face the #13 seed. The Wichita State Shocker finished the season with 19 wins. They're the tournament champion from the A-10 conference. The Xavier Musketeers come in as the #5 seed, finishing at 22-8. And they will take on the 12th seed, the Holy Cross Crusaders, from the Patriot League with 19 wins. Next up is the #2 seed. The North Carolina Tar Heels have established themselves as one of the best teams from the ACC. They'll be going up against the #15 seed, the Phoenix of Wisconsin Green Bay. With
Duke and Carolina in the same bracket.
This marks their 7th appearance in the NCAA tournament in the history of their school. Our #7 seed is from the Pac-10. The Oregon Ducks were rewarded for their outstanding play this season with an at-large bid and a ticket to the big game. They are going to play the #10 seed, the USC Trojans, who were 7th in the Stanford Cardinals are in as the number 3 seed. They'll be taking on the number 14 seed, the Eagles.
Of Florida Gulf Coast.
The Houston Cougars are in as the number 6 seed. They'll be taking on the number 11 seed, the Fairfield Stags, with 23 wins. This bracket has the potential to give us a sensational matchup in the regional final if everything goes according to form and the top 2 seeds can survive the early rounds. Next up, we'll take a look. The Texas Tech Red Raiders are the top seed, finishing at 26 and 6 in the Big 12. They'll take on the Texas State Bobcats, the number 16 ranked team. This is their 3rd appearance in the NCAA tournament in school history. The St. Louis Billikens are in as the number 8 seed. They'll be taking on the number 9 seed, the Southern Miss Golden Eagles, with 19 wins. The UCLA Bruins come in as the number 4 seed, finishing at 20 and 11. They'll take on the 13th seed, the Robert Morris Colonial, from the Northeast Conference, with 19 wins. The Virginia Cavaliers enter the field as the number 5 seed from the ACC. This marks their 25th appearance all-time in the NCAA tournament. They'll be getting ready to face the number 12 seed, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Finished the season with 19 wins. They're the tournament champion from the Big Ten. Our number 2 seed is from the Big 12. The Kansas Jayhawks were rewarded for their outstanding play this season with an at-large bid and a ticket to the Big Dance. They're going to play the number 15 seed, the Idaho State Bengals, who were regular season champions in their conference, finishing at 18 and 9. Next up is the number 7 seed. The Villanova Wildcats have established themselves as one of the best teams from the Big East. They'll be going up against the number 10 seed, the Providence Friars, with 21 wins. They return once more to the very familiar surroundings. The Oklahoma Sooners are in as the number 3 seed. They'll be taking on the number 14 seed, the Utah State Aggies, with 21 wins. And now the number 6 seed, the Ohio State Buckeyes, come into the tournament as the 4th place team in their conference during the regular season and were semifinalists in their conference tournament. They are going to play the number 11 seed, the San Diego State Aztecs, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 23 and 7. I think this could wind up being the bracket that brings us this year's Cinderella story. A few of the higher seeds here have had terrific seasons, and I'll be surprised if at least one of them doesn't put together a long run in this tournament.
San Diego State playing against San Diego.
Let's take a look at the mini. The Washington Huskies are the top seed, finishing at 27 and 6. In the Pac-10, they'll take on the Coppin State Eagles, the number 16 ranked team. This will be their 5th appearance in the NCAA tournament. Our number 8 seed is from Conference USA. The Rhode Island Rams were rewarded for their outstanding play this season with an at-large bid and a ticket to the Big Dance. They're going to play the number 9 seed, the New Mexico Lobos, who were regular season champions in their conference, finishing at 21 and 7. The Utah Utes enter the field as the number 4 seed from the Pac-10. This is their 27th appearance in the NCAA tournament in team history. They'll be getting ready to face the number 13 seed, the Flames of Illinois Chicago. Finished the season with the Memphis Tigers are in at the number 5 seed. They'll be taking on the number 12 seed, the San Francisco Dons, with 22 wins. Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns are in as the number 2 seed. They'll be taking on the number 15 seed, the Mustangs of Cal Poly, with 15 wins. Next up is the number 7 seed, the Miami Hurricanes, have established themselves as one of the best teams from the Big East. They'll be going up against the number 10 seed, the Alabama Crimson Tide, with 20 wins. They return once more to the very familiar...
2 losses, Louisiana Lafayette's going to be forced to be reckoned with.
And now the number 3 seed, the Indiana Hoosiers, come into the tournament first in their conference during the regular season and finish 2nd in their conference tournament. They are going to play the number 14 seed, the Sacramento State Hornets, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 25 and 3. The Kentucky Wildcats come in at the number 6 seed, finishing at 18 and 10.
Indiana, Kentucky.
They take on the 11th seed, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, from the Big East, with 21 wins. It's the first question.
Wake Forest did win the biggest tournament, though.
Which is the toughest bracket? This bracket looks to me like it wins that prize this year. Not only are the top seeds strong, the lower seeds can be dangerous as well. And finally, the West Virginia Mountaineers are the top seed, finishing at 23 and 7. They finished ranked team. This will be their 20th appearance in the NCAA tournament in school history. Next up is the number 8 seed. The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame are the conference tournament champions from the ACC. They'll be going up against the number 9 seed, the Vanderbilt Commodores. With 18 wins, this will be their 11th appearance in the Auburn Tigers are in as the number 4 seed. They'll be taking on the number 13 seed, the Southern Jaguars, with 22 wins. The Colorado Buffalo come in as the number 5 seed, finishing at 22 and 10. And they will take on the 12th seed, the South Florida Bulls, from the Missouri Valley Conference, with 19 wins. The UNLV Runnin' Rebels enter the field as the number 2 seed from the Big Ten. This is their 24th appearance ever in the NCAA tournament. They'll be getting ready to face the number 15 seed, the Elon Phoenix. Finished the season with 14 wins. They're the tournament champions from the Southern Conference. And now the number 7 seed, the Virginia Commonwealth Rams, come into the tournament first in their conference during the regular season and were winners of their conference tournament. They are going to play the number 10 seed, the Michigan State Spartans, who were 5th in their conference, finishing at 20 and 11. The Michigan Wolverines are in as the number 3 seed. They'll be taking on the number 14 seed, the Montana Grizzlies, with 26 wins. Our number 6 seed is from the Big 12. The Baylor Bears were rewarded for their outstanding play this season with an at-large bid and a ticket to the Big Dance. They are going to play the number 11 seed, the Florida Gators, who came in first in their conference tournament, finishing at 23 and 11. Looking into the future a little bit, this bracket looks poised for a titanic matchup in the regional final. The top 2 seeds can take care of business in the first 3 rounds. We have the possibility of a classic Elite 8 meeting. Clark, give us your take on the tournament's top 16 seeds.
Maybe I haven't agreed with the selection committee every year, but I think they did a great job this time. The top 16 looked just about right to me. The Utah Utes is a team I wouldn't want to face, even though they're down there as the number 4 seed. I think they've got the potential to be a Cinderella team.
Now, let's bring the conference picture into focus. The Pac-10 gets 17. The ACC with 6. 6 out of the Big 10. The Big East gets 16. The Big 12 with 5. 5 out of the SEC.
What a down year for the non-power.
Pac-10 got the most
We
in.
used to see at least one of those.
We showed you the bubble teams before. Now that we know who's in and who's
They went with the power guys instead of the little guys.
Vanderbilt Commodores helped themselves out tremendously by putting together a brutal non-conference schedule. They weren't afraid to play anyone, anywhere, and it really put them on the map this year with the selection committee.
While they start prepping for their first round games, 5 teams on the other side of the field will be full-time students again.
The Arkansas State Indians have the misfortune of not playing in a major conference, and we know that always is a handicap, at least on some occasions, come Selection Sunday. They had a great year, but now it's NIT. Here we come.
All right, Clark, now that we know all the teams and matchups, time to get the tournament underway and let the madness take over.